Okay, Lulu, I'm going to go through your paper with you and talk about some of the things I noticed as I read through it. You can always rewatch this video if you didn't get what I'm saying. First of all, if you have a question in your title, you need question word format. So you need to say, are women better leaders? No comma, even if they are emotional. Okay, if you're talking about the past, you need to use past tense verb here. Also, if you need to say women are considered an effective element, you need to have passive voice here. When you're using however, no semicolon here. You could use a semicolon before however, yet after however you need to use a comma. One period here. And then you need parallel structure here. You have communication, then you have more patient as an adjective, and then you have an adjective. So I would say, you would say, because they are better communicators, they are more patient, and they are better in multitasking. That would be an easy fix. Same thing, just like with however, no semicolon here, just use a comma. Also put this period closer there. Okay, so I didn't understand your logic here. You said men who don't care about attracting or representing listeners in most cases. I'm not sure why you actually think that. I'm not sure if you have any support for that. Maybe if you use language that's less strong, it won't be so obvious that I can't agree with it. Something like, not like men who might not care about attracting or representing listeners. But the same is true for women. Some women may not care about attracting or helping listeners out. Honestly, I think that this is a pretty sexist comment that women will use her body to get the listener have attention. That's not something I've ever done. I don't think that's something, whoops, I don't think that's something you do. So be careful. I'm not sure that this is actually really true, okay? Be thoughtful about what you're saying. Let's keep going. This is an interesting quote. So yeah, this quote shows that women are probably better communicators, like your topic sentence says. But here you say it's because she talks a lot. And so they're going to get benefits from her. I don't know. That's not really quite explained very well for me. I think that you need to go more into the idea that because women speak more, they are able to communicate more clearly, and then they can get their point across in the best ways. Not just because they say a lot of words. Just because you say a lot of words doesn't mean you're actually saying anything helpful. And then in this last sentence where you say women can be better leaders at work far away from emotion because at work she'll be serious. I don't know if this sentence actually helps your idea at all. I'm assuming that both men and women are serious at work. I don't think that if somebody is serious, that means they're not emotional at all. That just means they're professional. Okay, so here, women are used to being pregnant for months. And then here you have this example again. It really does not fit here. It does not fit to show patience. If anything, this shows that she is a person who's not emotional at all. It has nothing to do with patience. I really feel like this is distracting from your argument because all up here you're talking about working without complaints and they can work more. And then you tell me that she didn't cry when her sons were killed. They just don't relate. They're not connected. You absolutely need to delete that or move that to a different place. Okay, so this survey shows that women are willing to wait longer than men. Great. And then, so you're saying the women will not do any bad things. She'll wait and be calm. Well, I have a feeling that men would probably do the same thing. I think that men also stay calm because they don't want to be fired and they're thinking about their future. Although she can retort and shy to him, women in nature are shyness. Again, I don't know if that's actually a true statement or this is just your thoughts. I know plenty of women who are not shy, including some of our classmates. So this is not working in as an argument. You need to work on that. Okay. So as I keep going, so you say here, the women will try to do their best to help others and to let her team reputation be good and successful. And then you have to prove that women are a good team worker. It's not a complete sentence. Delete this period and connect these two, okay? To be good and successful, to prove that women are good team workers. Here you need to have double quote marks. So you say women are a little bit mutually supportive and mutually communicative. I don't know what you mean by they're attractive at teamwork. You mean they're good looking? I don't think that's what you mean. I think you mean drop it's mean. Never, ever, 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 ever say that again. Okay? So he said blah, 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 which means that women are successful at teamwork. Something like that. But attractive is not the word you're looking for. Also, when they work with men, they will be more demonstrate. Demonstrate is a verb. Be is a verb. You need to pick something. The grammar here does not work. I don't know. I still don't think that this is that strong of an argument to say that women do good work just to avoid criticism. I think women do good work because they like to do good work. Yeah? Be careful. Okay? Be careful with what you're doing. Don't be too strong in what you're saying if it's not true for all women. Of course, many opponents are against me totally. Don't need to include yourself in this at all. You can say, of course, many opponents have a different viewpoint. Okay, good counter arguments, and then you say women are emotional. It's not acceptable of aggressive or strict women as a good leader. Well, this confuses me because is it acceptable to have men be aggressive or strict and be good leaders? I don't understand that. That doesn't quite make sense to me. So you need to work on the reason why women being emotional is a problem. Because these words, aggressive and strict, can be used to describe men all the time in leadership roles. All right? I want you to also delete as I see. Again, you don't need to talk about yourself at all in this paper. Okay. Last thing to sum up, no capital S up. There's no doubt that both women and men have their nature. I don't know, that's such a general sentence. I don't know if that actually adds any positive value to your paper at all. I would just say, I don't know. I'm not going to write it for you, but this sentence really, there's no value in it because you're not teaching me or helping me understand something and you're not arguing anything. So, work on this one again. Okay, women can be good leaders as they're patient and more polite. Did you actually mention that they're polite anywhere? Then, I don't know why you have this quote in the conclusion. I'm very confused by that. And you say the argument is that women are more emotional than men and therefore less capable of controlling their emotions. This is the end of the quote? Okay. What? I have no idea how this helps end your paper. If anything, this sounds like a counter-argument. I don't know. This definitely does not work for your conclusion. And then your last sentence, I say that there are differences in controlling emotion depends on the situation and place. I don't know how this relates back to your idea. So really, your conclusion needs a lot of work. To me, I would just X out and try again, okay? Your goal of your conclusion is to restate your main ideas and to leave the reader with one final thought that's very convincing, okay? Overall, you're in pretty good shape, especially grammar and language-wise, strong. There are just some places where you're either too general or the logic about why women wouldn't make good leaders or why they would make good leaders and men wouldn't. It doesn't quite add up. So you've just got a few things to do, but overall you're in good shape.